Ahi.
Hi, Ben. Welcome to the
Hi.
stream.
Where are you in 7 days to die?
Where am I? I'm in the end game. I pretty much have everything there is to have. My goal for this series is to max out my character with every skill point possible, and I'm almost there. I got like pistol and shotgun left, I think. Well, I think there's some rifle left too, I believe. But yeah, 78 pistol, which will give me, once I hit 80, then I'll have my dead shot, and then I'm 80 on shotgun, 81 on rifle. So I've got almost all the skills. I'm not doing breaking. I don't want breaking and entering because of my base. So I skipped that one. But other than that, I got everything
How
else.
hard was it to reach that level?
I'm at day one. Well, geez, I reached that level quite a while ago. Uh, I've been working on my weapons for a long time, so I would say at least day 130. I was probably maxed out on level by. So it, I don't know. I have it on Nomad difficulty, but very high spawn rate. So there's a lot of zombies, but I don't have to waste a lot of ammo trying to kill them all. But I was thinking about turning the difficulty up. I don't know, I was thinking about just turning them feral and see what that does. See, I don't know. Not sure.
How do you get that bike?
Oh, the mini bike? You have to find the schematic for it. And then you gotta forge the frame and then build the parts and you have to make it. I think this road goes near my trader.
Do you need a car battery?
Yep, gotta have a car battery. You gotta have the mini bike wheels. You have to make a, you know, the front forks. You gotta have a headlight. Yeah, so you gotta forge the chassis. Then you gotta make the handlebars, which is a bunch of parts. Get the wheels. You have to make a seat from cotton and duct tape. Car battery, engine, and then the shopping basket is optional. You can still drive without it. Padlock is optional. That's just for multiplayer.
I'm going to ask Santa.
Boy, I really don't want to crow across there.
For 7 days to die.
You gotta watch out in this area because there's landmines. But there's a real short crossing over here. There we go. There's the trader.
Can you see them?
See what? Oh, the mines?
Landmines.
Yeah, they're really small though. They're hard to spot. I got killed by one. I still haven't fully recovered yet.
I'll sell you goods, but if you cross me, you'll meet the wrong end of my 44.
Wow. 9,600 for 50 headlights. That's pretty nice.
All that damn gawking at goods and that's all you buy?
Alright, let's see if you got anything for sale. I'll take all that. Stainless steel upgrade, you can only get this at the trader, so you always want to take it if you can afford it. SMG parts, I want that.
I'm burning from you.
All right, now that we're done
That's what
doing
I'm here
business,
for, buddy.
get out of my store.
Yeah, any other questions about the game you might have?
Learning I meant.
Yeah.
Hi.
Hi, Koopa. Welcome to the stream.
Hey, asshole, you better not bring any diseases into my store. All right, now that we're done doing business, get out of my store.
I thought 7 was dead.
There's going to be an update in December. A big one.
What do you mean?
Before Christmas, I guess, is when the new Alpha 17 update is supposed to drop.
Telltale is shutting down. That is who is producing 7 days to Xbox and PS4.
Yeah, that don't matter. They'll just find another producer.
Oh, okay, I was worried.
No, I don't think there's any reason for worry.
Yes, I can prog play.
Okay, so I gotta go south.
Last time I played it did not let me log in.
Oh, that's weird.
Okay, Emma, go by.
Okay, Koopa. Thanks for stopping. later.
I'm probably going to get it for Christmas.
Nice. Just in time for the new update. That'll be the best time to jump in. Although you'll be learning it along with the rest of us.
I'm happy.
These tree stumps are really good loot. They're more prevalent in the snow biome than in the forest. But those are the 3 biomes that you find them in.
How much is it? I will go buy it with PS4 gift cards.
I don't think it's over $25. It might, or maybe 30. I don't think it's over 30. It's worth twice the price. Definitely. I'm going to head over to this other trader.
Okay, I will go see if I can go out and get it tonight.
Good luck, man.
Do you want to play if I can?
I'll give you a hand. Show you some of the basics. Like, the main thing you want to, your main goal when you're first starting is to just, hang out in your spawn area and try and collect as many feathers as you can. Because when you, and then you want to use those feathers to make arrows before you make any weapons, if possible. Because as you make your arrows, that's increasing your weapon crafting skill. So then when you do craft your weapons, they'll be at a higher level than they would normally be if you just crafted them right away.
My name is Jeremias Epic. I will add you.
Yeah, my PSN is WARI_OCK, all capitals.
On PS4.
Yeah, it's all capitals, WARI_OCK. Oh, come on, machete.
Hold on, let me get on PS4. Can you tell me it?
It's WARI_OCK. Yeah, just like this.
Are you a smile face on PS4?
It's a Shogun fucking skull dude that's smiling, yeah.
At least wipe that shit off your boots before you come into my shop.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, you want a guarantee, huh? Well, maybe you should try Shamway.
Tell me if you get this message.
I got you, Jeremy. Yep, I got you.
How about I empty your pockets? A sale is
Can
a
I
sale,
party
even
you?
if it's to a scumbag like you.
I suppose. Hey, what's going on? Oh, cool. Thanks, man.
You're not bringing counterfeit money in here, are you?
So what do you like best about 7 Days to Die?
The fact that it's a survival game and you can kill zombies, because I'm really into killing zombies.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, I watch you play 7 Days to Die.
How about I empty your pockets?
And I watched your video about you giving the tips.
Yeah.
Get the hell out of my store. It's for real customers.
Yeah, I do question and answer on all my streams.
Yeah.
There's a lot to learn about this game. And the game's not very forthcoming in teaching you, you know, what you need to know.
Yeah.
You kind of got to figure it out. Yeah, like one of the things that was always really hard to deal with in past versions was temperature, regulating your temperature. So what I do is I just use a leather duster and then a poncho. Whenever I get hot, I put on the poncho. Whenever I get cold, I put on the duster. So my temperature is constantly going up and down, up and down. But it stays within the normal range.
Yeah, let me search up 7 Days to Die and see how much money it is.
I know it's not more than $30.
Yeah, I could do that. I could do that. Even if I just bought like a $25 gift card and then a $10 gift card, because I know I have like $35 or something. So, but I always search it up and it only shows like movies and stuff. I don't know why. What's one of the the hardest things you faced on building a base?
What's that?
What's the hardest thing you faced on building a base?
Well, you run into difficulties when you try to build underground or in water, or anything like that. That's probably the biggest difficulty you're gonna face is water, or just the zombies acting weird. You know, when you build your base in a weird place.
Yeah.
This is so weird. I've never seen this before.
What is that?
There's spikes. Oh, somebody has been here.
Was it you?
I don't think so. I wouldn't have done that. Maybe that was team. Yeah, I want to go up there now.
What do you use to build the wood? Like the wood blocks instead of the wood frames?
Just plain wood. It's miscellaneous crafting. Well, there's nothing up here worth protecting. Oh, but the first thing you want to do, make sure you do when you get the game, is go into your video options and turn on distant terrain. So you can see stuff like this. It allows you to see roads in the distance like this.
Oh.
You can see water. It helps you navigate a lot easier.
When did you start making YouTube videos?
Oh, a long time ago. A couple years. As soon as this game came out, I think I recorded some of my first gameplay, I think. It's hard to remember.
Yeah, I've played at my friend's house, but that's the only time I've played.
Well, there's a lot of different ways to play it too, you know.
How come usually you get like good stuff instead of you finding like a common helmet?
It's all kind of pretty much random. I mean, except for your scavenging skill. Your scavenging skill determines the quality of loot you get, and then there's another skill that determines how good, you know, or how strong that loot is. Let's see if I can find it here. You go to scavenging. So my scavenging's at 98.
That's high.
So this gives you a higher chance for better loot.
Oh.
And then Quality Joe, this adds quality to the loot that you find. So if you find a pistol, it's going to be a higher level pistol with more Quality Joe. So scavenging and Quality Joe are very important. I don't put any points into scavenging. I don't put any points into anything that raises naturally. I only put points into stuff that you have to. Anything that costs 1 point raises naturally. Anything that costs 10 points you have to buy. Now, that's probably going to change in the new update, but for right now, that's the way it is. So, like, all these skills that have 100 points, and you gain 1 point at a time, those are all ones that raise naturally. You know,
is
like,
it harder to play on PS4 than PS?
PC's has a lot more stuff because that's the more fully updated version of the game. PC has like electricity and traps and all kinds of stuff. I'm not sure if we're getting electricity or another vehicle when the update comes, but we may get like some of the new gun mods and things like that.
What vehicles do you have right now? Is it only the mini bike?
Yeah, just mini bike. I hope that they put in a gyrocopter.
That would be cool.
Yeah, that would be nice.
take you to craft the mini bike?
Oh, not too long. But it's finding it. You got to find the schematic for it first.
Yeah.
Or buy it from a trader if he has it. I lost the road.
I thought you would need like suspension and all that.
Yep, you need springs for the front forks.
Oh.
Oh, these little tent areas. These are nice for stocking up on cloth. Oh, scavenging is 99.
What happens when you hit level 100?
Well, then you're maxed out. That's as high as you can go.
Do you spawn with anything when you first start?
Yeah, you get 1 jar of water, 1 can of food, a medical bandage, a medicated bandage. A land claim block, which is kind of for PvP. You can drink
I
these
watched a
blood
video.
bags.
Yeah, I watched a video and somebody placed it and they couldn't do anything.
Yeah, it makes it harder. And you
Is
can
that how
mod.
you heal?
You can mod what it does. No, you gotta eat to heal. Or, yeah, you could use a medicated bandage. Will heal you some. And then, but for big healing, you want these first aid kits.
What I'm gonna do when I get it, I'm just gonna start crafting a bunch of arrows to get my level up so that I can craft better stuff.
Yep. Yeah, try and find as many feathers as you can right off the bat.
Yep.
Grab a bunch of wood. Then make yourself your stone axe. And it's these little rocks here that you want to go for. Because those give you lots of different resources. You get coal, nitrate, lead, stone, and iron off of them. These little gray ones.
Oh, those ones, yeah.
Yeah. That's what you want to go for. I shouldn't have drank that. I should have drank tea. You want to start making tea as soon as possible. See, where's my bike? There's the road.
What's
Is it
up?
hard to, like, is it bad to spawn?
Hey, what's up, Two-Face? You won't spawn in a city. I don't think it'll spawn you there. There's specific spawn points throughout the map. There's like, 5 or 6 of them at least. So, where you spawn might not be where your buddy spawns in. He could spawn up to like 4 kilometers away from you. So you've seen the Hub City base, right?
Yeah.
You've seen the other
I
base?
thought you didn't play with kits.
Yeah.
No, I'm not playing with him. He's in a party with me. I'm just giving him some pointers because he's going to be buying the game soon. Stream knows I don't play with squeakers.
Oh, we'll play with later.
Well, now's the time.
Look, I might not be a kid. Just because I have a small voice does not mean that I'm a kid.
Check out the cache. 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20. 220,000 dukes. That's just at this base. So I'm back up to 250,000. I'm rich, biatch.
How much do you have in the other base?
Wait, there's got to be at least 80,000 over there.
Hold on, my friend's inviting me on. I gotta tell him to stop. Where is he?
I'm gonna have to start making helmets too. I save all the football helmets I find so I can turn them into mining helmets and then sell them. So do you know how the workbench works and all that stuff?
No.
Well, the workbench, what they did, workbench never used to be really useful. Well, then they changed a bunch of stuff, and they moved it from your personal crafting queue over to where now you have to make it on the workbench. Like ammunition, stuff like that, all has to be made on the workbench. And the way you get the workbench is you got to have mechanical parts and a wrench. So one of the first priorities when you first start a game is you want to get a wrench. So you want to be searching sinks and cars and things like that. Working stiff tool store, that's the best place to find a wrench, is sinks. Then once you have a wrench, then you can get mechanical parts. And you can get mechanical parts from all different kinds of things. Office chairs, file cabinets, safes, air conditioners. And then there's a perk you have to buy just to make the workbench.
Hold on, I'll be right back. Okay, sorry about that. I just went on my dad's account, and it's on sale for PS Plus. So it's only $23.
Nice.
So all I have to do is just go out and buy a $25 gift card.
Well, then you're well, before you go for a wrench, you're gonna want to get your forge here going. You know how to make a forge?
You need like clay and
Yep. Clay,
rocks and
stone,
stuff.
but the main thing is the leather. Leather or animal hide. You gotta have 20 for
You
the
just
belt.
get that from killing animals.
Yeah. Or if you find a diner, you can like take the leather off the furniture or something like that, or a movie theater might have leather furniture. I'm not sure, but you can use animal hide or leather. And then you need a couple of short iron pipes. Short iron pipes are pretty easy to find, but if you can't find them, what you can do is you can smash a toilet to get one.
Is those mini bike parts?
what I did was they messed up the spotlight, so I took mini bike frames, fitted them with batteries, engines, and lights, and these are my spotlights now.
Oh, that's cool.
The only thing is you can't leave them on or else the battery drains down. But I have extra batteries. If I wanted to, I could leave them on all night, but it would take me forever to recharge them. Because you got to put them one at a time on the mini bike you drive around and let it charge up on your mini bike as you're driving it. Or you can use a repair kit on it and it'll recharge it fully. But I don't like using repair kits on them. I like saving all my repair kits for like weapons and tools and stuff.
No, my tablet is dead.
Well, you need oil to make repair kits, and there's no recipe for oil. You can't make it. You have to find it. Or buy it off the trader.
Yeah.
I'm
excited. I can't wait.
What's that?
I get it. I can't wait until I get it.
Yeah.
How do you get that like spiked baton that you had earlier? Like
you gotta have a schematic for the spike club.
Do you have to have one for the normal club?
No, that one you get for free. So what you want to do is you want to go to a town and find a bookstore. That way you can go in and read a whole bunch of schematics.
You get the basic stuff. That's
yeah,
free
everything.
For...
Yeah, bow club, stone axe.
Stone axe.
You know. I think you get iron reinforced club too as well. So what you can do when you first spawn in is you take your land claim block and scrap it, and then use that scrap to make an iron reinforced club right away. After you make your arrows, you know.
Yeah, somebody just made a bunch of stone axes, and then they got it like the durability up to like level 100.
Right. Yeah, you do that at night when you're sitting in your house or in your base. You do that kind of stuff at night. Oh, and another thing you need to learn is you get experience when you make stuff in the forge or in the workbench. That all that gives you experience. So let's say I want to power level my my weapon crafting skill. Okay, so what I do is I start making a bunch of arrowheads. Iron arrowheads. So you start making those. Once you get a bunch. I got an echo going on. Once you get a bunch, there you go. You start making arrows. Then you go back into the forge and you start making more arrowheads while you're making the arrows. And you get experience for doing both at the same time. That's how you power level. So I'm making arrows in my regular queue, then I go into the forge and I'm making more arrowheads, and I'm getting experience for both. But you have to stay in the forge in order to get the experience for the stuff you're making in the forge. Same thing with tool making skill. If you want to power level your tool making, let's see, you go to and you make anvils in the forge. And then just melt them back down.
Yeah.
It takes a while for them to melt down, but every time, like when you're first starting out, every anvil you make will be a tool, a point in tool smithing for quite a while until you get up there a ways. So you can be making tools in your regular queue while you're making anvils, and boom, you're power leveling toolsmithing. That's what I always do. I do the anvil thing just to get it up a ways, and then once it takes too long to get a level, then I just quit doing it that way. Another trick you can do with the workbench, or with anything really, but you take rocks and you fill up the output. So now, if I was to make another pickaxe or something, there wouldn't be any place for it to go in here when it gets done. So that means, let's say I'm waiting around for it to get done. Boom, now it's done. If I walk up to it, go into it, it'll complete the pickaxe, put it in my inventory because there's no place for it to go, and give me the experience for it. So it's a way to make stuff, make tools specifically in the workbench and not lose experience for making them. But you don't want to do that for ammo though, because that'll trigger a bug that you'll lose 50% ammo if you try to do that trick. So you want to make sure you got plenty of room in the output when you make ammo. But for tools, it don't matter. For some reason, when you close off the output and then you try to make ammo, it like reduces the output by 50% for some reason, so you only get half of what you wanted. It's a weird bug. Oh, I can't hear you. I can't hear you. You're really quiet.
Is it good to put like spikes around your base?
Well, I don't use them. When you're first starting out, yeah, it does a lot of the work for you. But I know how to set up this kill wall here. This is what I do. And they just get stuck on it, and I kill them myself. I want to make sure that I get all the experience for killing them. So I don't use spikes or any of that. You've seen my other base, right? The one with the hatch for a door. That's what you want to build when you're first starting out. You can build all that whole thing the way I got it in there. You can build that all out of wood on day one if you want. Yeah. This whole thing, this setup right here, these angle braces and all this, you can build all this on day one out of wood.
You're just gonna need a lot of wood.
See, yeah, well, the only thing is that the way I got it here, this is all upgraded to maximum. It's all been upgraded, but you could make this all out of wood if you wanted to. It's gonna go down fast, though, when they beat on it, especially if a fat guy beats on it, because they do extra block damage. So you really got to be careful. You got to be quick on switching to your axe and repairing it. You know what I mean? But it's doable. It's just that the zombies can take the wood down really quick. And if you upgrade the wood, you know, you can upgrade the wood once. But if you upgrade it to iron, you got to be careful too, because then you're gonna go through a lot of iron trying to keep that repaired when they're beating on it in the beginning. So you want to have a lot of iron on hand if you upgrade it to iron. That's what I do. Is, you know, one of my first priorities is gathering tons of iron.
Which I'm assuming you can get from like mining?
Yeah. Can you turn your mic up a little bit? I can barely hear you.
Yep. Is that better?
No.
This.
Okay. Yeah, mining, I think I'm looking at a gravel patch right now. That's what you want to look for on the surface, is those gravel patches. Then you test it with a shovel, and whatever mineral comes out with it, that's what mineral you might find down below that gravel patch.
Do you
So
get
that,
to customize your character at the start?
yeah,
Like,
but
what
only at the start. There's different, like, there's a Walking Dead character pack that you can get. There's different, like, character packs that they have for sale. But there's no real customization. You just get to pick from different characters.
Is that like a quest? Kill pigs?
Yeah.
Do you get stuff from it if you do it?
You get a skill point. Yeah, all the quests give you a skill point or two, and then some of them, if you complete it within a certain amount of time, they give you an extra skill point. Let's see, it's 1900.
What's your main base?
This isn't my main base, the other one is. I was thinking about heading over there right now. I think I got time to make it. Oh no, I got the wrong stuff on me. Fuck. I gotta grab my tools. I keep leaving with my guns. Gotta grab my machete.
Yeah, because you don't want to be out there and, like, shoot, and then a horde of zombies coming after you. It tells you how much gas.
Yep, battery, gas, and durability.
What, is that the red one?
Yeah, durability is, you know, the bike's at 80% durability right now. If I used a repair kit on it, then it would be back to 100.
But there's no point, because it's only lost 20 health.
Yeah, it doesn't really seem to affect the speed. Although I ran into some spikes one time and that really messed it up. I mean, it took everything down to 0 durability instantly.
What spikes were they?
Just the sharp wood spikes. They changed them now. They do all their damage at once. So they break really easy, but they're really high damage.
So you could probably kill a normal zombie?
Yeah, I think so. If they kept running into it, yeah. I think it might be enough on Nomad anyway.
Is Nomad a private server?
No, Nomad is the difficulty. That's how much hit points the zombies have.
Oh.
So
What
it goes
difficulty
like,
is it?
there's Nomad, Warrior, Survivalist, Insane. I think that's how it goes.
Yeah, those are probably the hard ones.
And then there's 1 or 2 below Nomad as well. So it just means
so
the higher.
Is still pretty hard.
Yeah, it just means the higher you go, the more hit points they have. So it takes more ammo to kill them. I've played on Insane before. It just takes longer to kill them. I don't like that. I'd rather be able to one-shot them in the head.
They probably do more damage, and it's hard starting off first because you have to go around and get your gear.
And you can alter the amount of block damage you do in the game, but you got to be careful because when you alter it, zombies get altered too. They can do the same block damage. So if you make it so that you can do more block damage, that means they can do more block damage too.
are cinder blocks all over the road?
It's just a way for you to hit them and get stone. Doesn't give you any minerals, though.
Can you craft gas, or do you have to find it?
You can craft it. You can find it. And there's two different recipes. You can make it. You can make biodiesel out of animal fat, or you can make gasoline out of oil shale if you mine in the desert. Oil shale gives you a lot of gas. Plus, I found precious metals out there too. Diamonds, gold, silver, that you can sell to the trader.
Then it gives you the dukes.
Yep. I wish they'd let you take those diamonds and make like a diamond tip for your auger or something. That'd be cool.
And it lasts way longer.
Yeah. This is my main base here.
A drawbridge? That's cool. So that the zombies can't get in?
Yeah.
Oh no.
They can't. Well, it means that they can't get at my. Garage door. There's no way for them to get to it.
Yeah, 'cause they'll just keep falling down.
Yep. And then this is the door that they're attracted to. Yeah, so all you do is you make my regular wall, except you put a hatch down, and then you just put a little horizontal post above the hatch. You got to have that post there. Otherwise the dogs can jump over it.
Does the wrench repair and take apart stuff?
Yeah, exactly. I think you can hit a car with the stone axe and get stuff with it, but I'm not sure. Because it is a construction tool, but I don't know.
What's your axe?
I don't use an axe anymore. I carry a wrench with me, and then I have a fire axe. Once you get the hammer, then you don't need the stone axe anymore, really. The claw hammer.
Oh, is the nail gun better?
Nail gun is the best construction tool, the fastest. So now I'm going in for the night, so we go like this. Let's see. Go like this. I don't want to waste my machete at my base, so I put that up. Put up my sledgehammer, because I only use that when I'm outside.
So you fight zombies at the night time?
Oh yeah. Well, see, when you have your campfire, your forge, anything like that cooking, then you're making heat. And once your heat gets up to a certain level, it calls in a screamer. And the screamer can call in a mini horde. Then the screamer can scream up to 3 times. And each time she screams, she calls in a stronger horde.
So, do you want that to happen or not?
Right, yeah, I do. I call them in on purpose because it brings loot to me instead of me having to go out and get it. And, I mean, it doesn't matter to me now, but it's a great way to get experience, you know. But I'm max level, so it doesn't matter.
What's that gas can thing?
Yeah. This is the chem station. This is what makes the most heat out of anything. So if we want to call in a screamer, we can put some wood in here. And that should be enough, I think. Got 2 forges going. This. We'll fire up the campfire too, and you'll see how. Oh, blueberry pie. This will really get our heat going fast.
What's your wellness?
Well, because I died a little while ago. It's down to 247. It's supposed to be at 250.
I'm gonna go ask my dad if I can go get a PS4 card tonight. I'll be back in a second.
Huh? Oh, not yet.
Screamer come?
Oh yeah, we got way more than 80 here. 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 80, 180 here.
So that's over 300,000.
Yeah. Look at that, 202 barrels of gas. I brought some oil
What does
shale.
Duke do anyway?
Well, you can buy stuff from the trader with it. You used to be able to melt them down for brass, but now you can't do that no more. Because before they didn't do nothing because there were no traders. But now that we got traders, you can buy almost anything with them.
Is someone in chat?
No, I'm in a party. Oh. No, nobody else is in chat, I don't think.
Oh no, he just left. It said 2 watching.
Yeah, another trick, like for when you're building, if you're building a structure, like here I wanted to put a doorway here, but not have a door in it. So then what I did was I just stuck 2 plates right here vertically. That makes the game think that there's 2 blocks here, but I can still get through it. I use those plates down here too. This is a double thick plate wall. When cops explode, their damage can go through 1 plate wall, so I doubled it up to see if that would help. I haven't had to find out yet.
Is that the max door?
This? No. This is just a hard metal door. You can, I could upgrade this to a vault door if I wanted. But I like the fact that it opens and closes quick. The vault door doesn't do that. It's really slow. The zombie could follow you through it. But this one closes fast. So if something goes wrong, I can bail. At least for a second. And then I got a sniper tower up here.
That's a vault door?
That's a vault. It's a hatch, vault hatch. This one is not upgraded. This is just a plain one.
Why does it say untouched?
No, unlocked. It says.
Oh.
And then I got a safe
Yeah, it
right
wasn't
here.
focused, so I thought I said untouched. Oh, that blends in.
And then that's a trader over there. It's a good idea to build near a trader.
So that you can go to it.
Yep. So I got my. Oh, I can't stay up here. If you're 16 blocks away from your heat source, then it probably won't attract a screamer. The heat map for screamers is blocks of 16. So just within a 16 block radius, I mean, not really radius, but that's where the heat map is. So if you're away from that, if you're outside of that, then it won't accumulate any heat when you're gone. So if I was to leave the base right now and leave all these fires going, there might be a screamer here when I get back, but there ain't going to be a whole bunch of them. I'm surprised we didn't get one yet. Is this still on? Oh. Chem station went out. Let's throw another 5 minutes on there. Oh, and you never want to scrap anything if you can help it. Because when you scrap stuff, you lose a little bit. As opposed to if you were to take it whole and melt it in the forge whole. Like, let's say you find a candlestick and a brass trophy and a brass doorknob, and you ain't got room. You know, you could scrap those down into brass, but you're going to lose a little bit than if you took that candlestick and melted it down whole in the forge. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay. So you only want to scrap stuff if you absolutely have to. Now, if you're out on a big looting mission, you know, then it might pay for you to take all those brass sources and scrap them into one pile of brass. You know, that might it might be to your advantage, even though you're losing a little brass. You get to bring all of it back, you know. So you got to kind of weigh what you need.
I wonder how to broadcast. I've never broadcasted before.
It's easy. Well, do you have a YouTube channel?
Yeah.
Do you have it linked to your PlayStation?
No, I don't think.
It'll probably have you do that first then.
No, I don't want to.
But it's easy enough to do.
Video clip, save scene, screenshot, view guide. Do I click video clip?
No, I think you're in the screenshot thing.
It says share.
Oh,
Sharing and broadcast settings.
there you go.
Okay, that's what I type length of video clip 15 minutes. Screenshot settings, audio settings.
Oh man, that looks cool.
Is there anything that I can do? Anyway. Is yellow the best?
No,
For
yellow
durability?
is second worst. It goes.
Hi.
Hi, welcome to the stream. It goes brown, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple. Hey, Jarmo, how you doing? Welcome back, man. Wow, nothing yet. I'm gonna have to fire up the campfire again. Well, that gives you an idea of what it takes to raise your heat level. Oh, I forgot to light up my trap. You take a forge and bury it in front of your door. And that acts like a fire trap. So when they walk over it, they start on fire.
Oh, okay.
You don't want it right next to your door, because then it'll take too much damage.
Yeah.
And, because this is where this spot right here in front of the door is the only spot where you're gonna get corpse blocks. If a zombie dies over here on the fence, he won't, you gotta loot him before he turns into a corpse block, because he just disappears. I'll show you.
Oh, here's the screamer.
Yep. I'm gonna let her scream all 3 times so we can bring in a bunch of zombies.
Is that the second time?
Yep. Oh yeah, see, she's on the fire trap.
Oh, I thought there was another screamer.
So now, when her body, it ends up right here. So I can harvest that. Then I can kill another one. Loot that one. Bam, harvest that one. Now I can kill another one. Okay, now we got another screamer. We gotta kill that.
Two screamers? Oh, they can't even get over the trap.
Just gotta be careful not to open that door.
Because if you open the door, and all the zombies.
Say what?
Huh?
Say what?
Oh, killed most of them.
Yep.
Last one.
Had to get one with the AK.
Oh, that's the trade. So there's no more.
See, the thing is with this door is you have to crouch to get under it because of the post.
Is my mic good?
Pardon?
Is my mic good? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now because there's no more zombies. They make a lot of noise.
Are you repairing the door?
Yeah. It can take quite a bit of punishment.
Yeah, I can. Does it take nails to like?
To fire it, yeah. But not to use it as a repair tool.
Is that plant fiber stuff?
What?
Plant fiber armor that good? Okay, you're really good at the game.
Oh, this?
Yeah.
I crafted a whole bunch of them and then combined them into a set. Now, I saw a guy that had max plant fiber armor or plant fiber clothing, and it gave him like 20-some% armor. But I haven't gotten my skill up that high yet.
He must have been really good then.
Yeah, I mean, I think what he did was he threw a bunch of points into tailoring. See, I won't do it. I'm training it naturally, but it's taking forever. Still need pistol skill. That's why I'm carrying this 9mm. Otherwise, I wouldn't even bother with it. I think I only need one more point. One more level. No, two more.
Cause I can.